download assets from AWS S3 buckets quickly into the Vision Pro in just a few quick steps. First thing is you need to have an AWS account, obviously. And then from there, there's a bunch of walkthroughs out on the web on how to utilize this service we're going to use called Amplify, which allows you to create components that are easily cobbled into an application and highly useful for an application, such as storage, database, authentication, notifications, common for most mobile applications. So the Vision Pro is no different, can handle all these different kinds of media. In here, I've taken a few USDZ files, which are scene description files that are common for Apple and NVIDIA and other platforms to kind of see 3D assets. So here is one. In this particular case, I'm going to take this asset mic and I'm going to download it so that mic is available on the Vision Pro. Here's some code. Code is unimportant, but the idea is that we're going to use Amplify, this tool, with this particular build, Vision OS Preview, and use this to also authenticate us, as well as once we're done authenticating, grab this asset mic. I also have another asset that's within the project called the Apple Vision Pro. That's just to demonstrate that we're getting an asset locally, and we're also getting one from the web. We're also authenticating, and so I've built up a little authentication flow that I use commonly in most of my apps, where I'm using Amplify. And so this has the kind of control flow logic and all that kind of stuff that are associated with logging in. And that's also something that you can get from Amplify. Has a bunch of walkthroughs on how to login models and things. As well, it is a login container that you can also download that just does most of this stuff for you. And you can also just use the web view, web UI for login. Login is unimportant. The point is that when a user logs in, now they have access to certain assets. And in this particular case, I'm giving user access to all of my storage assets that are in a particular bucket or folder, and able to download those things. The other interesting thing here is that once the user's logged in, now I have a session, and the session's what I'm using to tell the application that this user can go get the things that we're about to go get. I am adding mic here as the USDZ file and key, and then this is the file name. And now let's just run it and see what happens. So you can see I'm logging in. And then post login, we're going to be able to show this immersive space. So I'm going to actually skip it by cheating a little bit, so we don't have to watch me type. But as you can see now, Mike has been brought into the project, and also there's that Vision Pro. This is a web asset, an asset from the cloud. This is the thing that was already on the device. And we can do more things like make them somewhat interact in some degree by adding in tools like, say, for instance, some data that lets me know where Mike is in the grand scheme of this room, and then also allowing Mike to interact with the headset. Maybe even put the headset on his head one day. Maybe that's for a future video, as there's definitely a lot more to be done if you're going to do that. But anyway, this is a short one just to show exactly how you would do something like this. And if we brought in another asset, we can go do the same thing over and over again, just to demonstrate. Let's just do one quickly. Let me find another asset like Mike. I don't know. This is a person. Let me see if I can find one that's something a little bit more fun. Some of these assets you're seeing, I have developed and I own them. But sometimes I grab assets from the web that are not mine. So let's see. Here we go. This is Kaden. I made someone named Kaden, probably to annoy my wife. She doesn't like names that rhyme. So let's grab Kaden. I'm going to upload him. Lost my mouse. There it is. So there I am. There's Kaden. Click on upload. Now he's uploaded. So obviously Kaden does not exist in this application. So I'm going to say now Kaden, and again Kaden. If I can spell. And then I'm going to stop the app because it's not dynamically looking for that new file, and this code is only running once. So then I rebuild it, and you'll see that once rebuilt, it's going to run. And I've logged in, and I'm going to click on Show Immersive Space. And there's my headset comes in, and then when the model is finished downloading, then you'll see the other model come in. So just give it a second. As a matter of fact, it's in the temp file, and so we just need to move it over. Let me just stop it and run it. I'm going to fast forward and make this quicker. There it is. So there he is. There's Kaden. Awesome. It was sitting in our temp folder. But and so this is the idea. Once it was in the temp folder, we should have copied it into the other folder, which happens a little bit slower than we'd like it to. So I stopped the app and restarted again. But there we go. We have now Kaden, and we also have our Vision Pro. And if we wanted to, we can do all kinds of cool stuff with Kaden. All right, like animation, like adding sound to him, or and then other things, having it interact with other models as well. Thank you.